All right, I do not know how this keeps happening, but that was another stranger just came to my door and they said, hey, I'm applying for a job and I thought that if I could just meet you face to face, it would make a difference. And the truth is we're hiring lots of people, but don't come to my house. I don't even know how you're getting my information. Listen, I live up here in the mountains for a reason. This is where I mentally reset, and this is where I go into my creation zone, because every month we're launching new companies, and it does mean that we are always hiring. But we're looking for the best people, and we have something to offer you incredible in exchange. And you know what? In today's video, I'm actually gonna share with you the kind of opportunities that we're up to, and what we're doing in giving to our team members that other companies are not, and why people are beating down my door to see if they can land a job.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go!
Check it out. This is money. It's about $100,000. And when someone comes and work with me, one of the things that I believe in is giving them priceless benefits, financial benefits, mentorship. And there's 4 major things that I offer people when they come and work for me. I have to be able to see my future in you. And I want you to see your future in me, which is why the most important part of us working together is for you to understand this one thing. I believe that your personal wins are so much more important than your professional wins. Yes, we want to come together. Yes, we want to change the world. Yes, we want to do meaningful and fulfilling things. But if you're not happy, and if you're not fulfilled, and if you're not feeling like you're on your path and meeting your life's purpose, then we shouldn't be working together, because that's what you should be able to find in your career out there in the world. The big problem that we have in today's world is job satisfaction. After the pandemic, we entered a mental health crisis. And the question is, have we really recovered? And what's it like in the modern workplace post-pandemic? The Great Resignation was said to be a pandemic-era phenomenon, but a new survey states that employee departures are actually here to stay. In 2023, as in today, 61% of American employees want to leave their current jobs. This is an astounding number. I always knew the stats that 85% of people didn't like what they were doing for a living. That meant that 15% were actual entrepreneurs. They were like into their careers and liking it, but 61% outright wanting to leave their jobs. The top reasons for leaving include not being compensated fairly, not sensing meaning in their work, and that their job is at odds with their personal goals. So you have these large and small corporations, companies that don't really get you. They don't understand what it is you want, but there are a few of us who do. And let me share with you what we're doing. So we're gonna talk about 4 reasons why people come and join my company. And when you put yourself out there in the workplace, if you're part of the 61%, I hope to give you some ideas that will raise your standards of what companies out there may be offering, and who knows, we might be working together. Check this out. The first reason is what I call free mentorship. 93% of self-made millionaires attribute their wealth to having a mentor. Many people pay thousands of dollars to get proximity to experienced individuals because they know the value of someone showing them how to get to the next level and also go beyond. And so when people come and work with me, you automatically get enrolled in different forms of mentorship. And one of them, I personally lead every employee of all of my companies, all my team members participate in something called Superhuman. It's a mastermind where I show them how to live in their personal lives so they become promotable at a professional level. I teach them habits, foundational basics, decision-making skills, leadership skills. And what it does is it causes people to feel seen and recognized. We put people into accountability pods, and all of a sudden, they're getting the real life hacks that really, really work. And I'm gonna tell you something right now, is that when you pour into your people, and when they feel seen, when they feel loved, when they feel appreciated, and they feel like they're developing, and they feel like they're growing, and they feel like they're gaining new skills outside of their profession, this is when they feel good about their life. This is how much money I hope to make every single time I buy a home and eventually sell it. This is $100,000. And I'm gonna tell you that one of the top reasons why people love coming to work with me is because I believe that if they work with me, that I should give them bonuses. I should give them access to my world-class investment systems. The top reason Americans are unsatisfied with their jobs is their income. After a brief qualification period, my employees gain access to our world-class acquisition team and to exclusive real estate investment opportunities, making financial freedom a real possibility. So I can tell you right now, I've got so many members of my team that are actually building their own portfolios. I take it upon myself and believe that, yeah, I might be giving you a salary, I might be giving you a bonus, and I'm gonna give you promotability. I'm gonna give you options to rise. But outside of that, I believe that every person needs a private investment portfolio to make sure that they take it upon themselves to make the millions of dollars that they're gonna need in retirement. So can we have real talk for a moment? Like, you realize that there are those days when you don't wanna go to work. There are those days you don't wanna get out of bed. The math of life is that we live in a world where, whether people are showing it or not, they're all going through something. And the reality is, doesn't matter who comes and works with me, you're likely at some point soon, you're gonna go through something hard. And in those moments, who's gonna show up for you? Do you really have the level of support that you need? Do you have systems to cope with that? Most people don't. And so when someone joins my team, I believe in giving them weekly, regular access to something I call breakthrough. I basically assign you a confidential coach, and there's a person that you get to meet with weekly and literally deal with these limiting beliefs, deal with the fallout of negative emotionality, deal with anxiety, depression, anger. The truth is, I care about you privately. I care about your personal life, because at the start of this video, I said your personal wins are more important to me than our professional wins. I believe that if you're personally winning in your life and you're personally on point, on purpose, loving who you are, then professionally, you're going to excel. Let me tell you what it looks like. Improving health and finances for me and for America is one of the most common goals. In fact, losing weight is a major goal for 97 million Americans, but few have the knowledge and support to make it happen. The tool of breakthrough is essential in permanently overcoming obstacles like these, and I offer every member of my team a free weekly breakthrough session with a specialist. I want us to do something meaningful in the world together. And that means that if there's something off point with you personally, I've got resources to invest in you, to help you face it if you want, to help you overcome it, so that you can shake it off and we can get back to your better life. Every single company I launch has a give back component. My social media, I put it out to millions of people every week to better people's lives, whether they engage with my company or not, because I see people's value and I want to give them financial roadmaps that are hidden that people just don't have access to. Or I have tech companies that are disrupting certain industries and creating a better life and better opportunities for people. Or I engage in franchises, and I'm in all these different industries, but every company has a mission. It has a cause. And it's important that when someone comes and works with me, that we are co-creating solutions for the world, because I learned something from Elon Musk that really touched my heart. He says he wakes up in the morning and he asks, what problem is in the world that I am meant to solve, that I can solve, that I'm capable of solving? And I feel fortunate that that's the way that my world is organized today, because the money is there, the success is there. The question is, are we now using all of this power? Are we using these resources to do something good? And I can't do it without you. I need to attract the right people into my world that care about changing the world. As cheesy as that sounds, we live in a really messed up place, and no one's gonna fix it except for those that feel that calling. And so this leads us to the fourth and final reason why people, I think, feel attracted to our organization, and why I'm asking you to click a link below and learn about some of our career opportunities. Number 4, how do we make the world a better place? Employees dislike having a lack of meaning. The positions that employees reported felt less meaningful are also the positions with the lowest job satisfaction rates. In my companies, we're taking action every day to change the world and, wherever possible, to save lives. It starts with us becoming our highest and best selves. And there's lots of training that I'm giving my team: emotional intelligence training, business training, practical training, leadership training. And I'm doting on them in this way because it allows us to come together and produce an insane ROI, a successful company that is doing great good in the world. And I've developed a sharing system where we get to share in the winnings together. If changing the world and having meaning in your career is something that's important to you, and you've liked what we've talked about with breakthrough and free mentorship and really having a purpose, click the link below and investigate some of the different opportunities. You're gonna see a little bit of everything that's out there. Just know that if you get through that interview process and there's a match, whether you work remotely or whether you're in Utah, whatever that looks like, I want you to know that when you come and join this team, it's because we are really clear on our mission in the world to help people reach their potential. And that starts with you. So if you've got the warm fuzzies, click the link. You may have found a perfect fit. And if you haven't, Go find a company out there that is your jam, your cup of tea. Go find your people. Go find the people that you can hang with, where you can have that deeper meaning, deeper fulfillment. You got this one life to live. You deserve to have that. You know what might be for you? Downloading a game plan on how you financially can be successful enough where ultimately you can have it all. It's actually the name of a book that I just wrote, and I decided to make a video about it. So click this link. Let me share with you my philosophy on how average, everyday, ordinary people can achieve financially extraordinary things.